Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Is there anyone having trouble sleeping at night? I've suffered from the insomnia for the past 3 months. So one of my friends recommended me a video, which is the sleep-inducing video traveling around the universe. And she said like, I swear you are going to fall asleep before you arrive at the moon. But it didn't work out. I was like tiny cosmic dust floating at the end of the universe for good. And it had something to do with fear and anxiety as a job seeker. Those hard feelings didn't allow me to fall asleep, so that I had to toss and turn until 4 or 5 a.m. So I just chose to bury my head in the sand. All I did was eating, sleeping, and breathing. That was all. I wasn't ready to embrace my vulnerability. But I found out that running away from the fear didn't help them much. Rather, it made the situation worse. Because I wasn't able to selectively numb my emotion. So when I numbed those hard feelings, I numbed my joy, gratitude, and happiness as well. And then I got miserable, and then I felt vulnerable. This vicious cycle was really excruciating. In the end, I was like, I would rather fail than doing nothing with numbing. Yeah, it was time for me to knock the doors with the courage, as the doors will be opened to those who are bold enough to knock. So the first thing I did was to list up every fear I had recently. And these are what made me stay awake so late. I was afraid to take the speaking test for the first time. I was afraid to be failed and rejected, and I was afraid to look for what I have to do for a living. But you know what? I felt like I could handle it somehow once I visualized what I fear. So TOEIC speaking, luckily I got level 7 recently, although studying only 5 days, not to brag. And resume and cover letter, I just applied for the companies regardless of how much I'm qualified for the position. And I decided not to get discouraged by rejection. What I have to do for a living, it must be homework for a lifelong time, so I won't be in a rush to get an answer right away. So I thought fear should be rooted out in my life, but it turned out it was actually what underpinned my life. I've been able to make progress by overcoming fear over and over. So now I believe that what makes me vulnerable makes me a better person. To be honest, I've still traveled around the universe every night. But what I can tell you about it is, I can fall asleep before I get to Saturn. So here's the thing. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. It's your call. Thank you.